Many times you start to work on your goals and you start with excitement, with a lot of energy, but after a few days you quit, you stop doing those things. Actually, you have everything. You have capacity, you have intelligence, you have good intentions. What you're looking for is staying power, is to continue till victory. Can you continue to work on your goals automatically? Yeah, it is possible because habits work automatically. If you are building habits around your goals, then you will work automatically. You don't have to drag yourself up down to the work and then you don't have to push yourself. You don't need motivation. You're making a work automatic. This is what the video is about, making deep work automatic. Let's see now how we can build a habit of deep work. Point number 1, cue. Second, reward, and third, repetitions. Point number 1, cue. People also call it trigger. The stimulus comes and you do your work. For example, when you feel bored, that time you call up your friend and you get refreshment. So the cue is boredom. This boredom is causing you to call up your friend. That is becoming your repetition, and then you are getting a reward of refreshment after talking to your friend. And this is how habit works. You start with cue, then you look for a reward and you repeat it. For building deep work life, the cue could be anything. When you see someone accomplishing great things, that can be a cue. When you see someone buying a house, that can be a cue. When you see a role model, that can be a cue. When you see someone earning money, that can be a cue. The cue is something which will let you have a desire to work on your goals. Once you understand the cue, you have to understand that the brain requires constant motivation. And if the brain is not getting constant motivation or a reward, and you will stop working on particular tasks. You wonder why people exercise frequently. Because when they start to do exercise, until they are building a habit, it is hard for them to do exercise. But once they build a habit, once they are getting reward from the exercise, which is endorphins, they feel good after exercise, their brain will crave for that reward of endorphins, which is why they can't help themselves from going to the gym. Because brain got stimulation, it got a reward of endorphins, which is why it is automatic for them and they have built a habit. What you are doing here, you are attaching good feeling with the activity of exercise. And this is what the second point is about, rewards. You have to remind yourself rewards of deep work. And the reward of deep work is the feeling of achievement. If you somehow attach this feeling of achievement with the deep work, then you will build a habit of deep work. When you do that, you'll build a habit. And you can do it simply by carrying a goal card. You just have to write down the outcome, the things which will happen in your life after doing your deep work. When you're writing those things down, the outcome of your deep work, the brain will get a reward, the feeling of accomplishment. Whichever time you complete the session of deep work, the brain will get a feeling of achievement when you look at the goal card. Whenever you are completing deep work, look at your goal card. And on the goal card, write down the things which you want to do. That could be a house you want to buy. That could be the money you want to earn. The pride you want to see in your parents' eyes. You might want to feel good about yourself. Whatever your outcome is, write down that thing on the goal card and then look at it. Just look at it after doing your deep work. Then when you are completing deep work, you are associating the feeling of achievement which is coming from the goal card, because you just have finished deep work, you are motivated, you know that you worked on your goals and someday you will achieve it. But when you will see the goal card, the brain will start to form images of your outcome, images of your goals, and that will stimulate your brain. You will continue. That is the secret of building habit. You got a cue. Cue is something which you are getting stimulation, outside stimulation for working on your goals. Then you are keeping in front of rewards, because brain love rewards. Brain can't continue without rewards. You are doing it for the brain. Then brain will get up and do your work. And third point is repetitions. If you ask any person about their secret, they'll say that there is no secret. There are only repetitions. Very few people even address this thing, repetitions. And that is the major cause. That is the only reason people get great and people achieve great things. That is repetitions. If you want to build body, use repetitions. If you want to learn the language, use repetitions. You want to learn a skill, use repetitions. You want to earn money, repetitions. Influence your brain, repetitions. Reprogram your mind, repetitions. Repetitions are everywhere. And if you want to build a habit, use repetitions. As I mentioned about the brain constantly look for reward. And if brain will see that it is not getting reward, it will stop doing that particular task. But this is the point where you have to remind your brain that rewards are there. These are not in the picture right now, you cannot see it, but someday it will happen. That is why I said to use the goal card where you are keeping your outcomes, you are picturizing your success, the things which you want to buy, the feeling which you want to have, the happiness of your family, or the confidence in yourself. All these things you are visualizing first, and then you are doing your deep work. After doing your deep work, again you are visualizing these things, and you are telling your brain that these things are going to happen when you build deep work. Which is why you have to keep remind your brain about long-term goals and long-term success. And this is how brain gets motivated. And the good news is it listens to you. Your brain is under your control. It is not in the control of any other person or a thing. You can control it. You can control it by using information, using suggestions. You can suggest your brain to do these things, it will do it. It is your brain, it is your power to control it. You can use it with suggestions. The suggestions are asking your brain to continue on your task, asking your brain to continue in spite of efforts, asking your brain to stay on the course, asking your brain to continue till victory. And this is how you build deep work habit. And once you build habit, you don't have to worry about it because it operates below the level of your consciousness. It becomes automatic. When you build a habit of deep work, you will automatically work. You will automatically overcome distractions. You will be focused. Automatically you will achieve great things. And deep work has spillover effect on your entire life. Once you start to build a habit of deep work, your entire life gets improved because of deep work. With deep work habit, you learn to control your distractions. And if you see, distractions and lack of focus is the major cause of failure. When you stop being distracted, when you are focused, when you are deliberate, intended towards your goals, and this quality you will have after building a deep work habit. And when you do that, the entire life will get improved. And this is not my promise, this is the promise of deep work routine, which is why it is getting so popular. If anything more you want to know about deep work, you can ask me. We'll discuss on it. Well, thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to the channel for becoming a leader in your life. Thank you very much.